You put through to clean up after yourself. You got grease all over the counter. No. Not acceptable. No.
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the tip-off. Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
And recently, MP came out and stressed that he doesn't take these rivalry games too lightly. Winning these games is a big-time priority for him.
And I like the fact that MP set this goal. Not only does it serve to light a fire under his teammates, it also connects him more deeply to the fans because we know how much they care about beating their rival.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Lyles out there with Thompson. Then it's Chandler. Then there's Holmgren. David Aldridge, who has a report on MP.
Thanks very much, Kevin. We know that everybody knows the history between these two teams. All those knockdown, drag-out battles. So I asked MP if he was going to take the high road tonight and try to stay above the fray. He said just the opposite. These guys always show us disrespect. We're going to grind it out and teach them a lesson. Get your popcorn ready. Kevin.
Got it right here, Deanne. Gonna start chopping it down. Familiarity, the right breeding contempt here. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. To the wing right side. Back to Baker. Lyles a screen on Gobert. Baker passes to Lyles. Shot clock at 5. Chandler's shot good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Randall surveying the D. Dillingham setting the screen for McDaniel. Pass to Randall. Puts up a deep 3. Chandler with the rebound. For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Detroit Pistons.
Yeah, in that game, I thought they took advantage of some sloppy play, but give them credit. They turned mistakes into points.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
DB, ever since winning the most improved player back in 2021, Randall has stayed scoring at an incredible clip.
Yeah, Kevin, what makes this guy such a difficult matchup is his size and the ability to drive it. And now what you've seen is this evolution into a legit threat from three-point territory. He is such a difficult cover.
Nice follow-through on the fadeaway. Chandler's got 5.
And sometimes you just can't get around your defender there. You got to hit him with that high top fade.
Over to the wing. To the middle. Here's Randall. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Gobert pulls it in. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. Pass to Randall. The 3. Good on the three-point shot. 5 points in the game.
Well, you've got to be decisive in catch-and-shoot situations, and Julius Randle leaves no doubt.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Baker kicks to Lyles. Chandler the pass to Lyles. There's Baker. Lyles with the screen. Shoots over McDaniel. Lyles no good. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Edwards with it. Now Chandler defending. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Holmgren the screen. Here's Baker. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Randall outside. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Randall. Releases. It's rebounded by Houston. Holmgren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Lyles passes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Pass to McDaniels. Over in the corner, Edwards. Randall outside. A 3. The Rockets pull it in. Chandler outside. Here's Baker. Edwards defending. Here's Baker. He's coming off a 16-point game against Detroit.
And don't forget about the 4 blocks. Just a big all-around game, particularly on the defensive side.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
Edwards looking it over. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And here are the Rockets now. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Baker. To the inside. Holmgren. Chandler right side. Pass to Baker. And he's going up for the alley-oop in the dunk pylon.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Jerome, he's checked in for Minnesota. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for Houston. Here's McDaniels. Still yet to score. Pass to Edwards. With some arc, and Thompson sends it back. Here's Baker. Three-pointer. Knocks down the three ball. And now it's an 8-point Houston lead.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Dillingham with it. Chandler on him. Jerome. No good.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Holmgren with a screen on McDaniel. Out to Chandler. Pass to Thompson. Thompson, a screen on McDaniel. And Thompson gets it to go. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Edwards against Thompson. Outside Edwards. Just 5 on the clock. And just miss after miss right now.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now. Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Houston making some changes. Şengün comes in for Holmgren. And Jalen Green subbed in for Chandler. Here's Jerome. No scoring in this one. For 3, Edwards. It's rebounded by Şengün.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
Doubled by Smith. Has to Gobert. Back to McDaniel. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Now Dillingham. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Green. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Dillingham with it. To the paint. McDaniels passes to Jerome. Back to McDaniels. Trying to end the drought. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Baker with the bucket. Baker's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Outside Edwards. Down low. Here's Jerome. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Baker. Screen by Smith. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. McDaniels in the post. Working on Thompson. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Pass to Jerome. Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got some playmaking in my toolbox. Nice pass.
1:41 left here in the opening quarter. Thompson throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Edwards, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Julius Randle comes in for McDaniels. Frazier, he's checked in for Edwards. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Now here's Frazier. DiVincenzo passes to Randle. Good work defensively by Smith.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
There's Baker, defended by DiVincenzo. Smith's shot is good.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Shepard's checked in for Houston. Now here's DiVincenzo. Randle no good.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Screen by Smith. Over in the corner, Green. And it's off from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 20. Out to Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randle. Inside. Here's Shannon. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randle.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Screen by Şengün. And so it's Houston holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll return shortly. Big substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Edwards. McDaniels comes in for Randle. Edwards, he's checked in for Miller. And Dillingham subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Houston with a big group substitution here. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Şengün. Amen Thompson comes in for Chandler. Baker, he's checked in for Green. And it's Whitmore in for Shepard. The forwards are Edwards and McDaniel. Then it's Dillingham, and it's Rudy Gobert, and it's Jerome in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. There's Baker. 10 points for him. Here's Whitmore. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Whitmore's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Rockets. Pass to Dillingham. Over in the corner, Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Here's Jerome. 8 points for him. Here's Gobert. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Holmgren.
Boy, the added strength of Rudy Gobert over the years helps him complete the end one. You get the sense this guy loves to score the basketball.
Julius Randle's checked in for the Timberwolves.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is the guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here's Baker. Edwards defending. The 19-foot shot, and it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Edwards, the bounce pass. Out to the right wing. Fires the three. And no good. Houston leading by 20. Here's Baker. And rebounded by McDaniels. Smith against Randall. Pass to McDaniels. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Baker passes to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
This one has been all about Amen Thompson, a freakish athlete. When he gets rolling, there's just not much a defender can do.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota from outside the arc. The shot, no good.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
And he lobs it up toward the rim, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And in that two-man action, Smith can roll, pop out for a three. Really, he's got the defense at his mercy.
Here's Dillingham, covered by Baker. Three-pointer, Randall. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
It's not easy to stop Chet Holmgren on the jam. His size lets him play right at the rim.
Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Randall. Back to McDaniel. The Timberwolves working the ball around. Rejected by Baker. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Six to shoot. Randall finds Gobert.
With that reach and mobility and that combination, you can contest a lot of shots. Holmgren doing nice work there.
Here's Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. In third, the Rockets.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Smith hits them both.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Dillingham with it, guarded by Baker. Dillingham with the bucket.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Baker passes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
That's a big-time finish for Chet Holmgren. Boy, you get him in the restricted area, look out.
The Timberwolves really have a tough one to go here. Pass to Gobert. Randall outside. It's good from long range. Randall's got 6 in the quarter.
Credit Julius Randle. Off-season preparation trying to build the three-point range.
Smith with a screen on Edwards. Out to Smith. In the corner, it's Whitmore. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Driving the lane, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Dillingham with it. He's covered by Baker. And here is McDaniel. Lots of room. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. McDaniel's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Rolling off the pick, Holmgren can beat you in a number of ways.
Timberwolves shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Now Dillingham. He's got 8. Going inside. The shot by McDaniels, no good. Houston leading by 23. Here's Baker. He's got 12. Holmgren gets the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Amen Thompson, he's feeling it tonight, and he has been the driving force for the Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Their opponent is beating them up on the boards, and they're not taking it well.
No, they are not. It's been pretty embarrassing. And it's time now for the best part of the show. Let's see what the fans have to say. So Frisco Kev inquires, if you could pick any era to play in, which would it be?
Let me play back in the early days.
I like to see that too. The way early days where dunking was illegal. You might need to work on your fadeaway, big fella.
Yeah, my fadeaway is better than yours, Kenny.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Amen Thompson has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Amen Thompson. Baker out there with Holmgren. Then it's Chandler. And it's Lyles in at the 2 guard. Gobert, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting fantastically in this game, 62% from the floor. Pass to Holmgren. That falls, nice feed that time from Chandler. Holmgren's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Rockets. Drives to the hoop. Dillingham. There's Baker. McDaniels defending. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniel. 4 on the shot clock. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Holmgren's got 17 now.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Edwards. Tries it from the top of the key. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Baker passes to Holmgren. Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Dillingham with it. 8 points for him. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Not a terrific start here in the second half. 4 attempts, nothing to show for it.
Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
And with the moment here, let's check out the numbers for McDaniels, how he did last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Wiles against Edwards. Thompson outside, shoots the 3.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Pass to Dillingham. Looking for Gobert, he gets it there. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. For 3, Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. 6 points for him.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Monday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Şengün comes in for Holmgren. And it's Green in for Thompson. Here's Baker. He's defended by Randall, and the wide open shot from Green.
Yeah, not a lot of success for them from three-point range here in the second half. You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Randall from outside. That shot missing. The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Here's Şengün. No good that time. Randall with some nice D. Outside Edwards. Now here's Gobert. He's got 8. Pass to Dillingham. Three-pointer Randall. The three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got 16.
Boy, when we talk about guys taking that step, improving their game, Julius Randle, the example of this. He worked so hard on that jump shot.
Over in the corner, Chandler. Outside, Green. Wiles kicks to Baker. Wiles a screen on Gobert. He lobs it up, and the dunk by Lyles.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect. Minnesota's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Back to Edwards. Here's the 3. Chandler with the rebound. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here he goes. Lyle off the pick from Baker. Knocked away. Stolen by McDaniels.
Rockets foul. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense and just seeking out the best shot.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Houston making a switch here. Shepard's checked in. Chandler with the screen on Randall. Clock at 6. Buries it from three-point range. Chandler's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
For Minnesota, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Back to McDaniels. Pass to Dillingham. Gobert. Great positioning on the putback.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Edwards against Green. Here's Baker. Şengün with a screen on Randall. And another assist for him.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Now Dillingham. He's got 9. Over Shepard. Dillingham, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Baker passes to Green. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Pass to McDaniels. A 3-ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McDaniels got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I'll tell you, totally fluid mechanics by Jaden McDaniels. Ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, folks.
Screen by Şengün. And he drives in. Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 14 points for the game.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Here's Randall, covered by Baker. Here's the floater, and it's laid in by Randall. 18 points for him.
Boy, how about the touch on the floater from Julius Randle? A little creativity.
To the inside, Şengün, and another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Pass to Dillingham. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün timing the block.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Outside Edwards. He takes it in. You hear, Doris, people now calling Anthony Edwards one of the faces of the NBA. And I'm assuming you'd agree.
100% agree, because the skills are extraordinary. The development in his decision-making has gone leaps and bounds from where it was. Beyond that, Kevin, he's a lockdown defender, one of the best competitors, fearless in the big moments, and one of the most charismatic young men in the league today. This guy is spectacular.
The first free throw is good.
Anthony Edwards is a 3-level scorer. He can beat you in a lot of ways, and he's extremely confident when the game is hanging in the balance.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. James checked in for Rudy Gobert. Edwards comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Ty Jerome in for McDaniels. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. There's Baker. Here's Baker. Smith with a screen on Edwards. It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Pass to Jerome. Edwards with the screen. Poked loose. It's stolen by Green. Only one man back on D.
Oh, selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
And here's Edwards. 8 points for him. Got a piece of it. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Lets it go with the three. Good on the triple. DiVincenzo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Baker kicks to Green. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Ball going up court. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Baker's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Just 5 to shoot. Houston needs to get a shot off. And stolen by Dillingham. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
In the flick of a switch, going from defense to offense.
Well, just terrific anticipation to force the turnover and ignite the break.
Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. And it's Smith finishing it off.
And the numbers speak for themselves. Smith has been aggressive and effective all night.
1:49 left to play here in the third. Here's Jerome. He's got 8. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Off target from 3-point range. There's Baker. Driving.
That was worth the price of admission. Oh, he's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Dillingham with it. 9 points in the game so far. Back to James. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There's Baker. 18 points for him. They grab their own miss. They kick it out to Green. Back to Baker. Smith outside. It's hauled in by Edwards.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. They kick it out to Green. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Green's got 5 points now in the quarter. And so it's Houston up by 33 points as the buzzer sounds. A huge lead for them. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Right back after this break. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. They've got Edwards. Also, James out there. And it's Shannon in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Shannon, no good. Here's Shepard, defended by DiVincenzo. Bucket is good.
Well, get it inside to a quality scorer and let this guy do his thing.
Minnesota shooting struggles apparent, 37% from the field. Pass to Shannon, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Reed Shepard. And that'll be his third foul so far. Here's Shannon. And there's the drive. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jerome. No good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Pass to Shepard. Well, Doris, both you and I have been covering this NBA for a few years. Just a few years. What do you think of the direction of the league right now?
Just a couple, Kevin. I love it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get.
Good game, MP. MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Yeah, MP. get ready to light it up tonight.
Coming up next, the Rockets taking on the Timberwolves. For the Houston Rockets, the stars have aligned. Performing better than last season, you can feel the energy and excitement around this club as they seek to continue their upward trend. T-Wolves, Rockets, up next on 2K Sports. Good evening and welcome. Glad to have you along for this Tuesday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ebb is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Dillingham in at the point guard position. And for Houston, we've got Chet Holmgren. And it's Baker in at the power forward position. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And we've heard from MP himself how much a rivalry game means to him. He knows the history of this franchise as well as any of the diehard fans.
Well, MP and his team know how important these games are and how much a win in a game like this means to the fans. So far, they've taken care of business, but still have plenty of these rivalry games left. MP's got to be on his A game. Rivalry games are hard enough as it is.
Let's send it over to Allie for a report on MP.
Hey, Brian, as we know, a rivalry game tonight, and MP knows this one means a little more. I asked him about it, and he said it's a special matchup. You can feel it. Everyone from the front office to the PR guys to the coaching staff to the players, everybody's hyper-focused on getting this win. And then he added, and don't forget about our great fans, we know you guys want this one. This W is for you.
Yeah, good stuff, Allie. Thank you. Here's Dillingham. 17 points in his last outing. To the middle. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Lyles.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
Here's Baker. Pass to Shepard. From downtown. And Houston, another 3.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. The 11-footer, yes, on the jumper.
McDaniels saying to himself, okay, you want to give me that? I'll take it.
Right wing, here's Lyles. And Houston, another 3.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by Houston. The mood around the team right now on cloud 9, looking for their 13th win in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Timberwolves trail by 9. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Here's Randall. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now here's Randall. His scoring ability is impressive, averaging 20 a game. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Minnesota again missing. The Rockets on offense. This run now up to 13-2. Lyles a screen. Over to the left wing. From deep, Holmgren nails it from beyond the arc.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And now let's turn the spotlight on the NBA's highest scoring teams. The Rockets, number 1.
We knew the scoring talent on this team would be tremendous, but they may have even exceeded our own expectations.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Gobert. Now Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Yet to see a basket. Ball stolen. Here's Baker. Holmgren with a screen on Randall. Baker, the pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's Dillingham. They know they can count on him for consistent offense with 16 a game. They get it back. Edwards for 3. No luck on that one. And it's Houston's ball. Really controlling it. An 18-2 run here. Out left to the wing. Here's Chandler. Three-pointer off the mark.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And he might not blow you away with numbers, but there's a reason why McDaniels is on the floor so often, Clark.
Hey, B.A., I love his versatility at both ends of the floor. He knows exactly what's needed from him by his team. He gives it to him. He doesn't need a lot of touches. He just plays the game. Love his motor. Love his consistency. He is the epitome of a value-utility guy.
Here's Baker. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Baker's got 6.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
To the inside, Randall, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Shepard, 4-3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 16. McDaniels from long range. Fires hitting the triple. McDaniels got his second basket.
Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
Here's Baker. Checked by Randall. Baker, the pass to Chandler. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Minnesota. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Timberwolves trail by 15. Outside, DiVincenzo to the left wing. Pass to Edwards. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. Back comes Houston in transition. Here's Chandler. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Now here's DiVincenzo. He's coming off a 10-point game against Memphis. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. For 3, Randall. It's rebounded by Houston. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now let's send it over to Ali LaForce, who was able to talk with Ime Udoka.
He was emphatic, saying that Edwards was their main concern, telling me Anthony poses problems on both sides of the ball, and he is relentless. He doesn't let up. He wants his guys to match Edwards' energy.
Ali, thank you. And Minnesota with possession here. The Rockets getting their last shot to go. Jerome passes to DiVincenzo. Edwards for 3. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
The challenge with defending Edwards, he's a 3-level scorer.
Here's Baker. He had 28 points in the win against Memphis.
And he really contributed on defense. Brought the intimidation with 2 big blocks. Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes the team.
Here's DiVincenzo after the basket by Houston. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. All right, Clark, how about Rudy Gobert? What consistency rebounding the ball.
Yeah, averaging double digits pretty much every season, BA. And that helps them in the battle of possessions, obviously. And it also helps them control pace. You got a guy who eats glass like that and defends at a high level. You got something real good for yourself. And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Jerome passes to Edwards. They get it back.
And their ranking in lowest opponent scoring is 2nd in the league. Their defense is more than an asset. It's a weapon.
And they are number 1 in rebounding for a reason. They pound the glass with aggression, and they attack the boards with a fearlessness. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, BA, sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes, too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt, and the camaraderie has grown.
Whitmore's checked in for the Rockets. Timberwolves trail by 16. Inside. Here's Gobert. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot.
Known as the stifle tower, Gobert's defense and rebounding are valuable to this team.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Frazier's checked in. The Rockets lead by 14. To the paint. To the wing on the left. Şengün, the screen. Here's Baker. 10 points for him. And here's Green from the arc. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Takes a 13-footer. Here's Jerome. Coming off a 16-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Minnesota again missing. Houston has gone 4 of 8 from outside in this first quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. Edwards, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. McDaniels comes in for Frazier.
Jaden McDaniels.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Jerome passes to Randall. Launches a three. And after missing his first 3 shots, he drains it. 1 for 4.
Taking it himself, Randall changes who he is when the jumper goes in.
Pass to Smith. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Randall, the pass to Jerome. It's McDaniels on the wing. From outside, off the mark. The Rockets lead by 11. Green with the ball. Şengün with it, guarded by Edwards. And now the T-Wolves on the break. Here's McDaniels. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
He's giving his all, but you can't force yourself back on track.
And Jaden McDaniels picks up the foul. That's his first foul. James is checked in for Minnesota.
First team foul. In for the Timberwolves, number 45, Dwayne James.
1:36 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Baker. He's got 10. 5 to shoot. James with a steal. Here's Jerome. Green covering. Jerome passes to James. Back to Jerome. Takes a three. The Rockets pull it in. Baker's got 4 rebounds now.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And the basket is good.
And they're behind right now because they're failing to play quality defense. It's that simple.
Yeah, you've got to turn up the dial on the intensity at the defensive end if you're them. I mean, it's still early, but I agree with you.
Here's Jerome. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Şengün, a screen on McDaniels. Baker, the pass to Green. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green at a fundamental level?
Well, it starts with his pure explosiveness. That just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody. Okay? The way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift. And that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
Clark is checked in for McDaniels.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Şengün with a steal. Here's Baker. 10 points for him. Smith with a screen on Clark. Houston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Both good from the line that time. 5 ticks left in the first. And here's Edwards outside. Gets the 3 to fall. And so it's the Houston Rockets going into the break up 12. They're getting quality looks, and that's why they're shooting at such a high clip. We'll be right back after this word. getting ready for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert's checked in for James. Randall comes in for Edwards. He's checked in for McDaniels. And Dillingham subbed in for DiVincenzo. On the court for Minnesota, Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Ty Jerome. And it's Dillingham in at the 2. Here's Jerome. He's averaging more than 12 a game. A consistent threat on offense. Randle can't hit.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Şengün, a screen on Gobert. Here's Baker. And they get it back. Şengün passes to Baker. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Baker's got 14.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Randall outside. And miss after miss right now.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Puts the move on. That one goes. Count it. Randall's got his second bucket on the night.
You know, it's encouraging to see Randall working on this shot. You can tell he wants to get better from there.
Şengün, the screen. Baker, the pass to Green. Takes the 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Randall, good.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, that's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents. Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. Now here's Randall. Give him 8. And it's Randall with the jam.
Yeah, excellent work in pick and roll. Now, Randall looking crafty at creating for himself there.
There's a screen. Here's Baker, guarded by Edwards. Going inside. Oh, can't answer back with his own dunk. The Timberwolves shooting at just 26% in the second from 11 feet away. Outside for Randall. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
McDaniels is checked in for Jerome. Here's Baker. 14 points for him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside Whitmore. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. Fires it. Baker gets the bucket. Baker's got 16 points. And Minnesota with possession here. Randall outside. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Şengün, the screen. Down low. Oh, got a piece of it. And stolen by Gobert. Inside. Here's Randall. And it's Randall with the jam.
For Randall, another bucket. He continues to expand his offensive game.
The Rockets shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. To the inside. Here's Şengün. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Şengün's got his second basket of the game.
Their intensity has only picked up this quarter, even while holding the lead.
Yeah, I love the energy they're playing with. I say it this way. Good teams, championship teams, play against the game as much as they play against the opponent. Nice uptick here in their second chance points in this quarter.
Now here's Whitmore. He had 10 points in the win against Memphis. Here's Baker. Şengün, a screen on Gobert. Just 5 on the clock. Baker, the pass to Şengün. On the take.
Great take from Şengün. Excellent. Probing the defense and finding ways to finish.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
For 3, Randall gets the 3 ball to go. Randall's got 12 now in this quarter.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
20 seconds left in the second period. They set the screen. And he lobs it up top.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
Randall with the drive. From 12 feet. And good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Randall's got 17. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Houston Rockets building a mountain of a lead, up 31 points as this quarter concludes. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Runs, please. They're mastering up the shot. Give it up for the participants.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the Houston Rockets.
Well, you look at all the assisted buckets, I like how they're working together. Ball movement and selfless play can be infectious.
Excuse me, are infectious and contagious the same thing?
You're the doctor. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
You know, for the Rockets, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily the best team in the league.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you back to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. And here are the Rockets. They've got Shepard, and it's Holmgren in at the center position. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. And stolen by Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Here's Gobert. He's covered by Holmgren. Gobert against Holmgren. Fades away. Great D that time from Holmgren.
Great defensive effort to lock down the paint.
Impressive work protecting the basket. He held his ground nicely on that one.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A three-point chance here if he can convert.
Credit the pick for springing him open. Little things can make a big difference.
And this is a star-driven league, but talk about the importance of role players, Grant.
Oh, B.A., a lot of times they're the ones who carry the day. You know what you'll get from your stars, but when the X factor ignites, that can make the difference.
Here's Randall. Pass to Dillingham. And here's Edwards. Lets the three fly. Baker grabs the board. Baker's got rebound number 7 tonight. And And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. A nice shot by Chandler.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Here's Dillingham. He's scoreless. Randall can't hit.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Baker can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Randall. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Shooting for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards at the line for 1.
And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee. And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch him, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
That free throw, no good.
You know, a reliable veteran like Julius Randle is so valuable. He provides a foundation for everyone else to play off of because they know he'll be there to score and help out. He makes it easier for other players to succeed around him.
And he's good on the second.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randle has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
Here's Baker. 16 points for him. Pass to Holmgren. Fires the three. Counted from distance. Holmgren's got 10.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's Dillingham. Now here's Randall. From the arc. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. The Rockets have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Screen by Holmgren. Here's Baker. Pass to Shepard. Now here's Holmgren, defended by Gobert. And it's Holmgren missing. The Timberwolves have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Edwards for 3. Knocks it down from distance. He has 7.
Well, they get 1 to drop. A little relief after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Lyles a screen. To the middle. The shot no good. Good work defensively by Randall. Pass to McDaniels. 3-pointer. And the 3-pointer goes.
They just look sweeter falling from the corner, don't they, those threes? McDaniels more than serviceable from deep.
Here's Baker. McDaniels covering. And the upcoming schedule for the Minnesota Timberwolves. On Wednesday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Oklahoma City Thunder. And on Sunday, they'll be matching up with Drew Holiday and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And for that matchup with the Pistons, anything can happen in the NBA, but they'll be a heavy favorite, and it would take a total meltdown for them to lose.
No good on the free throw. Smith, he's checked in for Houston. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Jerome's checked in. And he sinks the second. And Grant, with the 65 games rule for player awards, it did seem there was a real reduction in load management.
Yeah, B.A., and I liked it. The Stars played more early on, but we also saw a lot of them get banged up by the playoffs. So it seems there's still a balance to be struck.
Team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Dillingham. 2 shots.
shooting 2.
That one's off. And the second free throw is good. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Here's Baker with the drive. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Here's Jerome. Fires the 3. Ooh, and once again off the mark by Minnesota. And here's Shepherd for 3. Dillingham with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gotten only 2 of 7 shots to go in the third quarter. Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. Knocks down the triple. Randall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Here's Shepherd. 19 points in the game. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Minnesota has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. Here's Dillingham. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds now. Here's Baker. He's been an offensive force, averaging close to 34 a game. And he lobs it up. Can't complete the lob. The Timberwolves have gone cold here in this third quarter. Just 3 of 9. Randall, good.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Here's Baker. Basket's good. Baker's got 21 points in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Baker, the pass to Holmgren. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Holmgren's got 12 points in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Jerome passes to Randall. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Jabari Smith.
Powerful move that time by Randall. And he'll go to the free throw line.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Houston?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And the first one at the line is good. So for the Rockets, Alperen Şengün's checked in for Chet Holmgren. Whitmore comes in for Lyles. And Green is subbed in for Shepherd. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
Baker, the pass to Smith. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Outside, DiVincenzo. Pass to Randall. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Rockets have gotten 7 of 14 attempts to fall in the half. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. Baker, the pass to Smith. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He has been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Inside. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Smith. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Outside, DiVincenzo. And the jumper falls for him. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket in this one.
Rise and fire. DiVincenzo does not lack confidence, going right up with the shot.
Baker, the pass to Smith, and stolen by Edwards. Tries a 10-footer, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket. For Houston, they've gone 8 of 15 in the third quarter. Smith with a screen on Randall. Down low. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
The versatility of Smith on display there, and we're seeing it. I mean, he can act as a ball handler or the roller in the two-man game.
Here's Jerome. Randall outside. They set the pick for three. It's rebounded by Houston. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Here's Baker. DiVincenzo covering. Hammers the lob through.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish. Bringing it down with some attitude.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And Minnesota with possession here after the basket by Houston.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
Edwards can't hit. Houston has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Offensive board. Şengün banked it in off the glass. Şengün's got 8 points.
Fighting to earn the second chance opportunity on the foul shot. This is exactly what coach wants from Şengün.
Here's Jerome. Pass to DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Buries it from 3. DiVincenzo's gotten his second bucket.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Şengün, a screen on Randall. To the paint. Şengün, no good. The Timberwolves shooting about 42% in the third. And DiVincenzo with a basket on the assist by Randall. 7 points in the game.
Well, I like to see when guards come inside. DiVincenzo trying to send a message with that hoop.
Smith with a screen on Randall. Here's Baker. The offensive rebound. Green for 3. Tries yet again. Şengün passes to Baker. And finally they hit one. Baker's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Beautiful setup. You see right there, Alperen Şengün. His game isn't all about power.
Here's Jerome. Rebounded by Green. Well, Houston's shooting an efficient 57% tonight. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Tipped. Pass to Randall. Here's Baker. He's got 25. Smith with a screen on DiVincenzo. Oh, there's the alley. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Simply a great play. Smith Jr. making that play look easy.
And Minnesota with possession here. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. Gobert passes to Edwards. Here is DiVincenzo. Clock at 6. Picked by Gobert. Here's Jerome. Minnesota again missing.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor.
There's 31 seconds left in the third. Here's Baker. And he jams it home with authority.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Now here's Randall. 28 points for him. And so it's Houston building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great...
It's going with a whole new group out there. Here's Baker. To the inside.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Dillingham in at the point. Lyles the screen. Baker pass to Lyles. From deep, Holmgren. Gets rebounded by Minnesota. McDaniels got 6 rebounds now in the game. Outside Edwards. Here's Dillingham. Randle outside. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, B.A., you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future. He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
To the paint. Beyond the arc. He buries it from 3. Randall's got 33.
Rising to the challenge. He's given them everything he's got.
Pass to Chandler. Here's Shepard. Here's Baker. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice D. Outside McDaniels. Now Randall. The 3 ball. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Here's Baker. Here's Holmgren. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Randall. Here's Dillingham. There's the 3. Drops in the 3.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3-happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And it's Chandler missing.
And, you know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Randall can't hit. The Rockets lead by 15. Out to the wing. Fires for 3. Sinks the tray.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Dillingham. Outside McDaniels. From outside the arc. Baker grabs the board. Baker's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Holmgren. Here's Chandler. The 3 is up. And Houston, another 3.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
Timberwolves trail by 21. Randall outside. Offline with a 3. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A., keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Minnesota shooting just 38% for this game so far. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates. And he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Just 5 to shoot. And he's going for the lob. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
A minute 58 left in the game. Timberwolves trail by 21. Hey, Grant, when you look at the mentality of today's players, what are the differences from back in your day?
Well, B.A., through the wonders of technology, players interacting more directly with their fans and telling their own stories. Also, there's a brotherhood. It's a bit more brotherly, with players on different teams more friendly than in days past. And, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Outside McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Nails it from 3.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Rockets.
Man, they were in a groove from long range tonight.
Yeah, they were able to find space, and they were ready to let it fly the moment they saw an opening.
This will mark their 13th win of the year. Not a bad number.
And making big plays when they needed it most. They captured the second game of this season series, but we're just getting started. They still got 2 games left to go against the Timberwolves.
Outside Edwards. Over to the wing. And here's Dillingham from the arc. Baker grabs the board. There's 31 seconds left to play in the 4th. And he's going for the oop here. That one doesn't drop. McDaniels with some nice D. Randall outside. And the foul is called. Oh, he missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Just an attacker is Randall. Always.
So it's the Rockets taking care.
Yeah, they really thought they had a chance tonight.
As fans we've seen yet, make sure you disappoint. The National Basketball Association and the Minnesota Timberwolves are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We hope you are experiencing and behavior successful. So with that, using the proper language or gestures, enter the points or interrupt the play. Spectator behavior and such behavior are subject to rejection and action limits. Please report any violation to these rules to the security or staff. And here we go. It's Timberwolves Saturday. Conducting the game, we will radio for the Timberwolves title. Be the sixth man to weigh their title tonight. The Minnesota Timberwolves to a win.
Don't forget that watch the game for Gala today. What better way to pass the game than pictures of your favorite mascot, the Clutch, and the Timberwolves dancers.
Timberwolves fans, we still have a few tickets available for you.
Oh, say does that.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of. And Richard, these teams both look to impose their will on the backboard.
Kevin, that battle inside is not for the faint of heart. A little furniture moving inside, if you know what I mean. That's just part of it.
And as the conversations swirl around MP, one of those, of course, is how vocal MP has been about these rivalry games he plays in. His goal is to win each and every one of them.
And for MP and this team, they love outdoing their rivals. It's been extra sweet for them and their fans. We've seen some barn burners with MP leading the charge. This is a confident team right now. Tonight, another opportunity for what would be a huge win this season.
And Minnesota has possession. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Baker out there with Lyons. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Amen Thompson. And it's Chandler in at the shooting guard position.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Chandler with the screen on McDaniels. From deep. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Jerome. Coming off a stellar performance against Utah. It's Edwards on the wing. And Thompson sends it back. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. Taking a look at Minnesota. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And Houston, they're rolling. And we expected that. Lots of talent. The chemistry is there. And so is the unrivaled production.
Shot clock at 2. Randall from outside. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And the physicality of Randall's game, impressive. It's what earns him those calls.
And he hits the first of 3. And he sinks the second. RJ, the Rockets don't just have young talent. They have elite young talent.
Yeah, you can have all the high draft picks in the world. That doesn't mean you're going to hit on the right guys. But Houston, they certainly have.
And he makes all 3.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Files a screen on McDaniels. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Lyles.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Into the lane. Here's Jerome. And Holmgren pulls it down. The Rockets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Baker. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
He tried to get spicy and totally whiffed, huh? Okay. He's going to be living this one down for at least, about a week.
Pass to Gobert. Here is Edwards. Over Thompson. That's good from Edwards on the assist by Gobert.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. We get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Rockets. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. Of course, there's the Timberwolves, 7.5 games behind.
And I think for the Rockets, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
And you want to talk about hitting the ground running? They've done exactly this. And you got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
In the dunk by Lyles.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Not enough defense there. Allowing Randall to get that close is a recipe for disaster.
Holmgren with a screen on McDaniel. Gobert with the block. Here's Randall, and Randall throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Baker passes to Chandler. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's McDaniel. Still without a basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. How many games do you need to play, Greg, before you know who you are as a team?
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
Rockets trail by 5. And here's Thompson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Smith checked in for Houston.
MP, you need a spark.
Timberwolves leading by 3. So on the floor for Houston. Baker out there with Amen Thompson. Then it's Chandler. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Lyles in at the 2 guard. And so it's Houston with it. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Here's Baker. He's covered by Clark. From downtown, Baker, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Edwards. That 3 off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Baker. And Thompson kicks to Lyles. Here's Baker. Edwards defending. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. Another miss by Houston.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
Drops in the tray.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Thompson, a screen on Clark. To the paint. And Thompson throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Timberwolves leading by 4. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Edwards, no good.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Baker. Hasn't made one yet. And they recover it. For the 3, Chandler sinks the 3-pointer.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Oh, here's Edwards. 6 points for him. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Jazz.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
For a number of reasons, depth seems to become more important every year.
And Chandler throws it down.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. The Timberwolves have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Edwards. Pass to Edwards. From the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Houston's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Here's Baker. He has yet to score. Basket good. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead. And Greg MP, the fastest ever to 5,000 points and 1,500 assists.
And Oscar Robertson had been the first to do it in his first 200 games. And when you're bettering the Big O, that's putting up some special numbers.
Here is Edwards after the made shot from Baker. Edwards can't hit. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
There's Baker. He had 37 points last game out. Miles a screen on Edwards. Clock is at 3. It's tipped and stolen by Dillingham. 4-on-3 break. And finished off by Edwards.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
That is not possible. What we just... Is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Now Dillingham. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Edwards' shot is good.
Well, you see the size and the strength and that ability inside. Edwards can play like a power forward at times.
There's Baker. What a difference maker he's been for him. He's averaging more than 34 points a game. Hard to believe. Plays it up and banks it in. Baker's got 6 here in this quarter.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Down low. Here's James. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
There's Baker. 6 points for him. Rebound, Minnesota.
Not his best efficiency this quarter. Look, sometimes that's how it goes.
Edwards can't hit.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
There's Baker. Sweet move. The second effort. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
And that's his MOB physical. Get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for James. Julius Randle comes in for Edwards. McDaniels, he's checked in for Clark. And it's Ty Jerome in for Dillingham. And the Rockets with possession here. Following the miss by Julius Randle from deep. And the dunk by Lyles.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Edwards, no good.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Chandler, the pass to Baker. Chandler with the screen on Gobert. And it's Lyles in the corner. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 9. Outside Edwards. To the middle. Here's Randall. And he uses the glass on the layup. Randall's got 16.
And this is how Randall likes to operate, taking it in to the defense over and over again.
There's Baker. 8 points for him. The shot that time, not on target. Gobert with the defensive effort.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And he's good on the 3-ball. And now it's just a 4-point Houston lead. Thompson with it. Pass to Baker. And here is Wiles. Edwards defending. Latrey. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. Here's Jerome. He has 6. Holmgren with the steal. Randle. And Randle throws it down.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch. And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
Edwards looking it over. Pass to Jerome. Puts up a 3. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from McDaniels.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
There's Baker. 11 points in the game. Back to Thompson. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Wiles. Baker kicks to Wiles. Back to Baker. Pass to Thompson. Puts up a deep 3. Jerome with the rebound. Minnesota's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Richard, you've talked a lot about how underrated longevity has been as a factor in measuring some of the all-time great players.
Well, when you think about Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, the only way to achieve greatness in the statistical category is to have longevity. So obviously greatness and longevity coincide.
Minnesota making a switch here. Dillingham's checked in. And Alperon Şengün continues to prove himself, RJ, as one of the game's most promising big men.
Oh, a lot of it is because of his passing ability, Kevin. Shades of Nikola Jokic out there. Having a big man who can distribute like Şengün is a real luxury.
And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Shepherd. He's got 5. Smith's shot is good.
Right back at you, Smith, with that picture-perfect stroke.
Now Dillingham. Out to the right wing. Jerome. No good. Houston in the lead. 40 seconds left in the first half. Smith with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Minnesota's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. And it's Randall, top of the key. 23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Launches it from deep. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Smith. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 6 here in this quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher. And coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Rockets on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Happy to have you with. You know, I love sitting up here and doing this show with you guys. I learn something new every day.
Man, you know what? It is pretty.
Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
I got to see more fight on the glass. They're in a slugfest. Winning the battle of the boards can swing this game.
But do they have the personnel to do it? I agree with you. They need to do it better, but can they?
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing, guys, a tremendous game from Jabari Smith.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. There's Baker, following the basket by Julius Randle. Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Minnesota with the ball. Outside Edwards. They set the screen. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Fades and shoots. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Chandler kicks to Baker. Holmgren with a screen on McDaniel. Here's Baker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
For Houston, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
Both free throws good from Baker. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Timberwolves trail by 6. Pass to McDaniels. Randle outside. Takes the 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. Holmgren's got 7 rebounds in the game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw good from Baker. That one misses. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for Minnesota. 7-point differential. And Gobert kicks to McDaniels. Hits it from 3-point range. McDaniels got 12.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
There's Baker. He's got 14. And it's Lyles in the corner. Thompson outside. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Randle. Good D by Thompson.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Baker passes to Thompson. Misses the three. Timberwolves trail by 4. Pass to Jerome. Back to Randall. Now here's McDaniels. Here's Edwards. The Rockets pull it in. Holmgren's got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's Baker. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's Edwards from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
There's Baker. And it's blocked.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
There's Jerome. And the 3 ball is good. Jerome's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
There's Baker. He's defended by Randall. Pass to Wiles. Chandler kicks to Baker. 6 on the shot clock. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Now Randall. Pass to Jerome. Now McDaniels. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Miles passes to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Buries the long-range jumper. Randall's got 5 points in the quarter.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
Holmgren with a screen on Randall. Baker passes to Holmgren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And Holmgren possesses sky-high potential. His length and versatility making him such an intriguing prospect.
And the first one drops.
What I like about Holmgren, he's a lot more physical than his frame would indicate.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Bucket Edwards slotting home the 3.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks Chelsea.
Down low, here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Randall outside. Thompson against Edwards. Rockets with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Baker. Back to Holmgren. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards with it. Now Chandler defending. Out to the wing. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. McDaniels sets a screen for Edwards. Gobert with it. Clock at 6. Randall from outside. Thompson with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Baker. 16 points for him. Miles a screen on Randall. Here's Baker, and it's Houston with another.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Jerome passes to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Oh, what a physical score from Edwards.
And unbothered by the contact inside, Edwards plays the game with so much physicality.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Come on, get down to your Timberwolves.
Dillingham's checked in for the Timberwolves. Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Holmgren. Smith comes in for Lyles. Jalen Green's checked in for Chandler. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. Pass to Shepard. Here's Baker. He's got 18. Houston moving it around. Smith. The Rockets with another miss.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
And here is McDaniel. He's got 12. Here's Edwards. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Green kicks to Baker. Şengün with the screen on Edwards. Gobert with the block.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots.
For the lead. Edwards can't hit. The Rockets have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. With the drive, Baker with the bucket. Baker's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's McDaniels. No good. That would have tied it. Houston leading by 3. Here's Baker. He's got 20. And the wide open shot from Green. Connects from three-point range. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Minnesota's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Outside Edwards. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Smith with a screen on Edwards. Baker, no good. The Timberwolves shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Pass to Dillingham. Out left to the wing. Here's Jerome. Takes a 3. Drains the three-pointer. Jerome's got 12 in the game.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Baker. And then jammed down as it goes right over Anthony Edwards.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. So it's Minnesota now. The Rockets making the shot. Here's Dillingham. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And it's Green missing. Timberwolves trail by 5. Pass to Dillingham. Right side, Edwards. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Edwards got 20 points.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
There's Baker. 22 points for him. Şengün with a screen on Edwards. Locked up there for Şengün. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Şengün with the athleticism. I see you, big fella.
1:30 left in the third quarter. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Minnesota making some changes. James checked in for Gobert. Edwards comes in for McDaniels. And it's Clark in for Edwards. And a switch here also for Houston. Whitmore's checked in. So it's the Timberwolves now. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Dillingham. Pass to Jerome. To the wing on the left. 6 to shoot. Dillingham wide open, and he fires.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's Whitmore. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Clark right side. Pass to Jerome. 43 seconds left to play in the third. No good from Clark. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Leading by 5. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Shepherd. 5 points in the game. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Hands it from downtown. And the Rockets lead by 8.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Now, here's Clark. He's checked in for the Timberwolves. Edwards comes in for Jerome. Houston with a big group substitution here. Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Şengün. Amen Thompson comes in for Jabari Smith. Baker, he's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And Lyle subbed in for Shepard. Thompson, a screen on McDaniel. They kick it out to Green. The screen from Thompson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's upped his aggressiveness, wanting to get to the line more, and doing just that.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Houston.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And we're also seeing a lot from them at the arc in this one. Tonight, it's been all about that three ball for these guys.
Both free throws good from Baker. Here's Dillingham. So on the floor for Houston, Thompson and Green are the guard pair. Chet Holmgren out there with Baker, and it's Lyles in at the three, the small forward.
Edwards. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Edwards. And Edwards drops them both. Rockets leading by 6. Holmgren the screen. Baker passes to Green. Houston moving the ball around. Thompson inside. Edwards there. Goes back up. Back to Lyles. Lets the three fly. It's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And this has been an display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Here's Dillingham. Back to Edwards. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Shot clock at 6. Over Green. Another miss by Minnesota.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Baker with the bucket. Baker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Rockets.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to James. And the layup's good off the glass. James has got his first 2 points of the night.
It looked like he was playing against his little brother out there, the way he just went right over him with his height.
Baker passes to Lyles. Thompson up top. Here's Baker. The screen from Thompson. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
A nice shot by McDaniel.
And now with 2 3-pointers in each half, he's really doing his all to help his team out from deep.
Holmgren the screen. Driving to the basket.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Dillingham with it. Pass to McDaniels. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
At the line for 2, McDaniels.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for James. And it's Ty Jerome in for Edwards. Chandler's checked in for Houston. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Rockets leading by 8. There's Baker. Chandler outside. McDaniels passes to Jerome. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Jerome taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And the turnover again by Houston. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Chandler. The third spot in the voting belongs to him. There are very few players with his ability from long range, and it looks like he'll be rewarded with a spot in the three-point contest.
And I'm sure there'll be some changes in the rankings still to come, but you're right. I'd be surprised if there's anyone who wouldn't cast a vote his way.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
There's Baker following the three by Minnesota. Chandler outside. Pass to Wiles. Chandler with the screen on Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offline with his 3.
And they had some boxed coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now Dillingham. Here's Jerome. Covered by Lyons. Jerome passes to Edwards. And he sinks that one into the back of the rim on the way in. And now just a 1-point Rocket lead. The Rockets have gotten exactly 2/3 of their shots to find the bottom of the net here in the fourth. 8 of 12. The screen from Thompson. Inside. Stolen by McDaniels. Picked his pocket. And it's the Rockets on the break. And then Chandler with the jam.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Minnesota making a switch. Randall's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. Now, Coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Now, here's McDaniels. Edwards inside. He's covered by Thompson. Edwards, no good. Rockets leading by 3. Here's Baker. Takes it inside, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Baker's got 34 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Jerome. Fires the three. The rebound by Baker.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Baker. On the wing, Thompson.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
That free throw, no good. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Jerome. Pass to Edwards. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Houston. Baker's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Holmgren gets the bucket.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Thompson. Gobert the screen. Randle outside. Nailed from three-point land. Randle's got 26 points.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Gobert with a screen for Randle. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Baker's got his 6th rebound on the night. Chandler with the screen on Gobert. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Jerome. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Rockets leading by 6. The screen from Thompson. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You got to be kidding me. That was awesome. Now here's Randle. A minute 42 left to play in the final quarter. Gobert, no good.
Well, okay, well, I like his aggressiveness, but, like, the defense was waiting on him that time.
Holmgren with a screen on Randle. There's Baker from past the arc. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Randle is doubled. Here's Jerome. It's rebounded by Houston. They've led by as many as 11 points. Here's Baker. Edwards defending. Baker, no good. And Randle has got the ball here for Minnesota. Trailing here by 8. Edwards drains it from 9 feet away.
And he is built to be the man for this team. Edwards answering the bell and executing.
And so they foul intentionally. 44 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 4th team foul. 2 shots. Baker.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Minnesota calls timeout. 43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. .43 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jerome passes to Gobert.
It's Gobert showing some guts on that one. With that length, a good bet to get off a good look in that crucial moment.
And he commits the intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Taking full advantage of his opportunities at the line to extend their lead.
Money! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And how about Randall coming up clutch? Wow, this guy has ice in his veins.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one. So it's the Timberwolves now. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Gobert. Here's McDaniels. A three-pointer, no good. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 2 shots. Baker.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 8. What do you think, guys?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
And I'm sure coach is encouraging them to play to the final whistle. Then they can get out of here.
And an intentional foul right there.
Rudy Gobert. Third personal foul. 2 shots. Text only.
Gets the first, and that will put them up by 9. Holmgren hits them both.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That pretty much did it.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. And so for Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and our reporter David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for tuning in to watch the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Great win tonight, MP.